Gemini, how are you? Welcome to the channel and to your reading. We are going to connect with your energies for these next few days. I remind you that these are general readings, so I ask you to take only what resonates. Leave what does not. Check your moon sign and your rising sign as they reveal a little more of what may be coming your way. Let us connect with the realm of the soul to see what your guides allow us to witness, what you need to know as your main energy. Look, coincidentally, it is an energy that Virgo also shares. It is telling us that you must be brave regarding something and that you truly need to demonstrate that right now. You are up to the challenge and standing as a warrior of light, ready to handle whatever comes your way. You must prove that you can face anything ahead. You may feel a bit uncomfortable. I will not tell you otherwise, because perhaps you are going through or will go through a situation that obviously makes you feel upset, worries you, creates a bit of uncertainty, and even fear. But there's absolutely nothing to fear. Because this is also the moment for you to show your capacity regarding that. It could be a life circumstance, a work circumstance, or perhaps something understood as some kind of a test. So you have to be more than brave and, well, put that warrior of light you have inside to work. Because let us not forget that God does not send tests we are not capable of passing. So that is what I must tell you. You are defending something important, and the very significance and value of what you are protecting is what will drive you to summon that inner strength. Now, let's see what the angels have to tell us. These are always very general readings meant for the collective. You know that you can have a personal reading with me if you want to address something specific or know exactly what your future holds. You can book that through the website. Right here in the video, you have the website address, and you can also go to the pinned comment on your video, on your reading, and from there, you'll be taken straight to the page as well. So if you want to access it quickly, you have both options available right here, and either one will lead you directly to the site without any trouble at all. Well, there are several swords around you, swords that confuse and swords that bring clarity at the same time. The very energies of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Well, why should you show yourself as a being as brave as a warrior of light? Because someone might be wanting to take something away from you that belongs to you, something that is yours, something you have worked for, something you have earned fairly, something that you, well, have been seeking for some time, and it is the moment for you to have it. Or you were also far too trusting, you were quite naive, and in a moment of distraction, you could have easily become a victim of the malicious intentions of other people as well. It was a dangerous gamble. But that does not mean that you cannot act more intelligently than those people, that you cannot change your mind, that you cannot walk away from those people, or that you cannot stand up for what is yours, that you cannot reclaim what rightfully belongs to you, or even come to realize that your own behavior has been overly trusting. A behavior that is, how should I put it? Well, naive. You simply think, no, I am calm, because this person is truly incapable of doing such things. Or that, and harming me or pushing me out. You are becoming aware of that and this courage. No matter the bond you have with that person, face the issue. This letter must also be with us as we find the necessary courage to remain vigilant regarding the possible future intentions of someone else. We should keep this close whenever we intuitively feel or perceive that we must exercise caution and protect ourselves from any potential harm that might come our way. It is truly a very good approach, because one must always be cautious, as obviously everyone and all actions, including one's own personal deeds, will inevitably lead to significant consequences. Therefore, I truly believe that whatever path you choose to take, defend or recover, it will ultimately result in a very positive and meaningful consequence for your own life. Because if they are telling you that you have the chance to act like a warrior of light, then obviously there is a very good cause behind all of this. It gives you a real sense of purpose that makes every single action feel truly worth it. There is a greater good to be respected and a Queen of Spades, and you do not mess with the Queen of Spades. I believe that here we were being told about something you are going to do brilliantly regarding all of this. A lot of it comes down to how you behave, the experience or maturity you develop, the grace and objectivity you bring, and the truth. It also takes the sheer intelligence required to come out on the other side of all of this unscathed. Because what you also notice is that thanks to the fact that this whole issue is resolved, you recover something that they are, well, taking away from you, that they are removing, that they took, or you changed direction regarding a past decision you made, which you believed was convenient, which you trusted in that matter. And that is not how they presented it to you. Now you are caught up in something you do not want, cannot stand, and dislike. You also make the decision to cut ties, putting an end to a difficult situation. You execute a clean break, gaining independence from all of this while leaning on someone who can support you, whether in a legal sense or on a deeply personal level. You finally choose to move forward. Or perhaps regarding your professional life, you should embrace an ending that truly sets you free. This conclusion brings necessary recovery from your current situation. Above all, it speaks to you about what could be a promising new beginning, opening the door toward a completely different and vibrant new reality. So everything you might be seeing right now as such a complicated or annoying situation to go through or experience is paving the way for a definitive solution. This will bring you an excellent reward. Everything is unfolding to resolve these current struggles, leading you toward a much better outcome that you truly deserve to experience very soon indeed. You believed, you trusted, and you trusted with your whole heart. You trusted openly, you let your guard down, and that is when they completely blindsided you. That is what it says. Well, the consequences are clearly going to be incredibly favorable for you. You have an Ace of Pentacles right there. You are being handed an absolute reward regarding a financial matter. Should that be the case for you? Stability. You can regain that sense of life stability once again. It could be a home, a job, a position, or perhaps life places you somewhere new and different because it is an ace, and aces are always about fresh beginnings. It may be a new or different situation, but it arrives with the resources you need to embark on that new direction. Because I told you from the start, you might be making this decision based on the outcome, right? Based on what happened, choosing to open up, take a different path, make a change, and finally execute those specific actions you've been planning all along. And you do not have many resources, and you have no idea how you are going to make it work. But then life hands you a great gift, giving you the resources you need right when the time is right, according to the change you need to make or the new beginning you want to start. So the Ace of Pentacles can be interpreted in many different ways. It always points to new beginnings, the kind you choose to fully commit to right from the start, taking the initiative and doing whatever it takes to make things work. If life is giving me the chance to put myself in the right place, a place that truly suits me, and to obtain a resource like money, then I know I have to invest it wisely in the areas where I'm still lacking. Because deep down, I know that if I do that, I'll eventually reach a certain level of stability and be able to stand on my own with some peace of mind. If it is a relationship, life is also giving me the chance to rebuild myself romantically and establish a bond where I have true trust in the other person, where they are loyal to me and I to them, so that we can grow prosperously toward what the future holds. It is about finding that genuine connection where we can move forward together with confidence, building something beautiful and lasting for our shared path ahead. If it is in a business, it is a job. If it is something I want to build, yes, it will always be on an independent, solid, true, effective, and concrete foundation. And truly so, above all, because we aren't moving away from situations that weren't very, very real or transparent. Here, I have a King of Cups. What could your romantic situation be? Let us find out right now. Because the King of Cups intends to offer what is love, what is emotional support, what is emotional security, and what is the true meaning of deep commitment. They intend, well, to occupy a place that is more than important in your life, in your heart, and in your day-to-day. This is a person who offers security in a bond, someone who connects with you through strong emotions, through emotions that are truly secure. This is a person who has navigated various complex emotional circumstances, which have allowed them to grow significantly as an individual. These profound life experiences have helped them mature emotionally. And now, after all that they have endured, they are finally standing right here in front of you today. Life brings him before you so that he may also guarantee you stability and wealth within an accurate and true emotional connection. In other words, everything that happened will eventually provide you with an excellent benefit on a material level in your personal life, and also when it comes to forming a deeper, more meaningful connection. Even so, whether you want to recover a relationship or are with someone, things change. They change radically. Because I understand that many of the things that have happened may have been caused by third parties or by bad decisions that have been made, even with the other person. With the Gemini bond, they were obviously letting themselves be carried away by the interference of these other people who did not have very good intentions. So, in short, those are the definitive consequences. That situation may have led to the couple facing serious complications, causing the relationship to go downhill for a while. However, things are now recovering because you are carefully evaluating how to move forward and look toward a future that is truly blooming and flourishing. How do you manage to look toward the future, expanding with great willpower and deep personal security? The warrior of light has conquered this. He has overcome darkness, defeated bad intentions, and triumphed over delay. He has finally put an end to the difficult situation that once held him back and conditioned his path. Stand up and look toward the future. Because it may be that nothing happened with anyone, but life had placed you or was placing you in a disadvantageous situation where you were having more losses than gains. You entered that situation quite intelligently, genuinely believing it was the most convenient way for you to proceed. However, the subsequent development of those events clearly showed you that it was not actually the case at all. And while deciding to change and deciding to do what you are doing, putting an end to this, starting a new chapter, and feeling great personal relief regarding what you have achieved, allows you to finally see the sun. It allows you to embark on a very expansive path with a person, covering matters of money and your professional life. It even grants you the opportunity to take a trip to fully recover your energy, that you can grow your business beyond this place, that you can begin to picture or plan what your personal growth might look like a little further down the road, branching out in other directions. Because let us not forget that the Three of Wands always helps that intention, that concrete intention, what I once said, I have to achieve it, I put it into practice, I developed it because I have an Ace of Pentacles. You had something concrete and now have a clear task. The Three of Wands places you where you have already gained ground. Your vision is expansive and you are on top. You did not just try, you can see that it is working. And that is how it feels, how your life changes, how it literally transitions from what it was before into what it is right now. That is when your life starts to look different because you see how something manifests in a truly concrete way and you accept that it is the now. Life pushes you to take the first step, to feel, to take risks, to expand, and to delve into something that is obviously on the level of Gemini, because that is why you have a warrior of light. You will only start to perceive that satisfaction, and something that amazes you, which also surprises you, is what indicates that you are on the right path this time, and above all, because your best moment is coming. So, away with doubt, away with fear. And I feel that the conviction you have fills you with a lot of energy too, because there is no possibility of error here. You cannot go wrong with what you do, plan, or plant in your life. You cannot go wrong with what you sign, expand, or explore. Everything you choose to pursue is right. Because do you know what happens? Everything you commit to is worth your time. The Three of Wands opens doors to new situations, bringing people into your life who can support whatever you are currently intending to do. Ultimately, this card shifts the focus toward you, highlighting your path and helping you draw the right kind of attention your way. Not only does everything you see become more attractive than before, but others will likely perceive you with such high energy that you will receive invitations. You won't even know how, where, from whom, or why they arrive, but you will find yourself being included in things you never could have expected until now. Because you have this expansion, you have great willpower. I connect with the strength and the will to choose what I desire. I understand that I have the freedom to act and do what I must to achieve the results I expected. How powerful. So be it, so it is, and so it shall be. Willpower. You could work on this with this mantra, with this manifestation for 21 days. It would be, I connect with the strength and willpower to choose what I desire. I understand that I have the freedom to take action and do exactly what I must to achieve the results I expect. That is how it is, and that is how it will be. You can take a screenshot of this and read it as many times as you would like. It is a powerful reminder that we are truly in control of our own paths, no matter what happens in this life. Imposing Gemini. I love your reading. I ask you to trust and manifest so that this beautiful energy comes to you.